And good morning. It is 11:26 a.m. Wednesday, May 27th. Welcome to my channel, Kimberly Ann's Kaleidoscope. Like, subscribe, and share. Bless me, and you shall be blessed. I actually started out with another kind of talk, but I was redirected to this topic. How do we lay down our anger, quote unquote, swords? Towards healing and salvation, for peace, energy, and everyone to rise in awakening. If that's not the Holy Spirit redirecting my mind to go to this talk of this subject, I don't know what is. So laying down the swords of anger is a conscious, spiritual, and somatic process of transforming fight or flight energy into healing, peace, and awakening. It requires moving from the egotistical, worldly stuff and ways. What we now see is like it's the standard, right? But we, if you want to awaken or ascend, rise, then you will move yourself away from, in other words, letting it go, people, places, and things, for your vindication to the heart's capacity for compassion for yourself, first and foremost. That's where real love begins, is loving you and doing for you that is right for you. No one else but you first. And then, like the word says, your cup overfloweth. Then it will roll on over. Naturally to others. Everywhere you go, walk in art, your light will project, right? Like a light bulb, you know. Shift. So here's how to lay down the swords based on these principles. Shift your perspective, the mental shift. Everything begins in the mind. View anger as a pain body, a signal, as a Like when you stub your toe. But same thing. View that stubbed toe, quote unquote, just like anger, as a pain. A flag for you. A signal. A bundle of past traumas demanding attention, rather than a direct response to the present moment. It is a sign of a fragmented self needing healing, not just a reaction to a bad person or a reaction from you to another person who is actually innocent. Let go of the need for an apology. Exactly, I've come to realize this. People will apologize if they truly mean, if they really are apologetic. They will naturally apologize. If not, okay. I'm not going to... It's just... Do not hold your peace hostage. Because that's what you do. Waiting for someone else to admit they were wrong. Forgiveness is the act of freeing yourself, not condoning their actions. Change the target. Realize that anger is a flimsy tool designed to fix others, which rarely works. Shift your focus from fixing others to healing your own heart. Absolutely. This is what is occurring, happening for me. That's what awakening does, and lifting up in a higher love energy, quote unquote, ascension, awakening, mind shifting, resetting, whole new perspective, right? Exactly. Process anger somatically, the physical shift. Anger lives in the body. I know. If not processed, it stays trapped. So there is a process of healing. And there are stages that you go through to heal. Some of us don't heal, and it's still in there, trapped. So use conscious movement. Engage in activities that release physical tension, such as dancing, running, intense exercise. Somatic exercises, the VU sound. Take a deep breath and exhale while making a sound. A VU sound to move energy out of the jaw and the chest. The anger, release, shake. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, shaking hands and arms to move tension out. Progressive muscle relaxation. Systematically tense, and then you tense up, and then you release. Muscle groups to release stored tension. And it's what they say in massage, right? Is miracle rejuvenated, and you feel like a brand new person from all that tensed up. You know what I mean? So breathe into the body. Use diaphragmatic into the belly. Breathing into the belly to calm the nervous system during moments of rising anger. That's why you say breathe. Count to 10. That's why. Anger is the culprit. Anger is Satan, the serpent. It's a negative energy. And it's a war of principalities, energies. Spiritual practices for awakening, the soul shift. Identify with the observer. When rage arises, become the observer. Pause and watch the thoughts of blame without becoming them. Connect with the awakened heart. In moments of conflict, make a U-turn by shifting from flight or fight response to your highest self. The compassionate heart, wise self, or future self. So that we don't become into the fight or flight. Now, I'm not saying in all aspects you walk away, or you let it go and you let it slide. But then if you're cornered, or yeah, like if you're cornered, then by all means you've got to be in defense of your wellness and of your well-being, of course. But this is what we are to initiate. Make a U-turn by shifting from the fight-flight response to your highest self. Well, if you're awakening and you're going to have intuition, the total discernment to say, instead of going there, you know what? I'm getting a gut feeling. Nah, let's go over here. Let's go this way. And let's go to this place. You see what I'm saying? So pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to your gut instinctual feeling. Don't be like, don't ignore it. Extend compassion. Practice loving kindness meditation, which involves sending goodwill to oneself and even to those who cause provocation. Trust in divine vindicator. Release the need to fight for yourself by placing the situation in God's hands. Yes, of course. And another practice of release is journaling and prayer. Write out your anger or express it to God to move it from inside to out. And they, just like we've seen on many self-healing programs, writing it on a piece of paper, twisting it all up. And if you have like a little fire pit or a can or something like that, and then you set fire to the rain, right? Set fire to it.